This is not a test. This is not a test. This is not a test. I don't know if you can hear me. This is not a test. This is not a test. I don't know if you can hear me.
while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless.
Alright, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say and can will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have the present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questionings if you wish. Alright. You good, dude?
Hello. Good evening. You good, dudes? Everybody good? Today is Saturday, December 27th, 2025. You good, dudes? Hi, everybody. How's the sound? If it's bad, you better tell me now. Merry Christmas, dude. Merry Christmas. Look, I'm going to move to the side so you can see. I'm kind of talking about hello. Kind of talking about the road to 2026 tonight in our journey towards progress and growth. Thank you so much, Andy. Thank you very much, Cindy. We go back up here and say hi. Rubber Ramada is sending love, peace, ducks, and hearts. Cindy from sunny South Florida. It is so good to see you. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Abellas, Merry Christmas, Healing Guardians. Thank you so much, Abellas. Everything is good. We had a great Christmas. Happy Rome. All of that. All of that. Rubber Ramona says, hope you all had a great holiday and glad you're here tonight. I'll be in the back seat. Listen, you sure you don't want to drive that car? Do you see what we're driving? You want to sit in the back seat and let me drive? You can already see there's you can already see what's coming off of the tires. We're burning rubber towards 2026. We are burning rubber. Hannah. Tammy, it is so good to see you. Hi. Tammy coming in clutch with the first $3 super sticker of the night. Thank you so much. It was a rockin' fingers. It was fantastic. Thank you so much for that, Tammy. I really appreciate the support. That's amazing of you. Thank you so much. Hola. You've been hiding and just stuck your head out of the hole. Teresa, so good to see you. Indie Girl, so good to see you. Hannah, everybody wants to know what you had for dinner, love. Orange Rose, how are you? You haven't eaten much. Do better, Hannah. Jeez. The sound is good. Very good. Hey, you're live. Oh, you're live too. Oh, I will. You know what? What we're gonna do? We're gonna go say hi. We're gonna go say hi. Danny, I did not even check to see if you were live. That's so rude of me, isn't it? We're gonna end up going live at the same time because we just kind of do, don't we? We're gonna go over here and say hi to Danny. See what they're talking about.
Office, and while the criticism may be distasteful, it was not tantamount to a breach of the order. Of the concerns brought forth to me, I noted that the only one which appeared to even be a probable violation of the order would be if Machado was in fact behind the Becca Duma account and was using it to contact
from the
Haley
Guardians of
directly.
Firelight.
Thus,
We
I
hope your
began my
stream is
investigation
fabulous.
into the Becca Duma Facebook profile. I just want to let you know,
Everybody wave hi to
this is
Danny.
your tax dollars hard at work in Somerset, Massachusetts. An actual police officer, detective, actually had to investigate a
They're talking about real stuff over there.
book.
Sorry.
And so it goes into his investigation into it. And
Everybody say hey to Zio. They're watching us on her stream.
We are. Hi.
Who?
Zio.
Hi.
Oh, hey, CO.
Hey.
What's up?
Yeah, I drop y'all in there sometimes.
Yeah,
That's cool.
very nice in there.
There's some cool people in there.
Holla.
So they're watching us
Oh.
watch somebody else.
Yep.
Just for a
Nice.
second.
Love the internet.
For a
It's
second.
fucking nice.
Indeed.
So, hello.
Have a great stream,
anxious.
guys.
She informed me that she had received a
That was stellar. That was stellar. You guys are great. Say hi to Danny. Oh, goodness. That's Rat House Media. If you guys would, please put their link out in the chat, if you would. They're doing some really cool stuff over there. You'll be listening to, you're at a family dinner thingy. You know, I can't tell you how many times I have a left earbud in while I'm at a right side dinner thingy. Today was 2 years since Dan passed, so I was in a hole all day. You have all of the hugs and the love and the kindness that you can gather in this chat, and you know that we care for you very much, Hannah, and I'm sorry about your loss, but it's still looking up, okay? It's still looking up. You're good. You're good. We're here with you. Allegedly Speculating is here as well. Allegedly Speculating did a live today. We'll probably go over there and check that out on our journey towards progress. We're going to look at her channel too. Hey, everybody said hey to Danny. Watching us, watching you, watching us. There is a song for that. I'm not going to sing it. Oh my goodness. Thank you very much for putting that in the chat, Allegedly Speculating. That's for Rat House Media. Yeah, Hannah, we love you to death. I've been thinking about you. You've been thinking about me? You're going to visit Dallas? Come on out. Come on out. You can hang out with me and Nanny. And we're going to go down and get a puppy from... It's going to do it to me, isn't it? It better show it. Oh, Abellis. Okay, there it goes. I was like, I'm going to be so freaking sad if it doesn't show them. I'm not going to read them, but I am going to bask in the freaking glory that YouTube has finally gotten it together. Oh, okay. You said don't cry. I'm going to try not to. I'll try not to. I'll try not to. I will try not to. I lied. Okay, stop, Abella. Sweetheart. Abella's gifted 50 True Crime Guardian memberships, and they went to the most amazing guardians of all of YouTube. And Marwin Frostchant is absolutely elated. He's going to deliver a pizza, and then I've got to go find our media on. Hold. You guys are amazing. Thank you so very much. Abellis, you're amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mr. Speculator got one. And yay for the yay. She is a whole sweetness. A whole sweetness. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you so very, very much. Where is our... Uh-oh. Is she really? She has way more subs than BJ does. Yay! Thank you, Stephanie, for saying thank you for the gifted membership. It is so nice to see you. Thank you, Stephanie. Way to go, Abellas. It's amazing. Thank you very much for the greatest Christmas gift. That's amazing. Fucking numpty trollop. Did she really? Oh, man. Y'all don't tell me these things. I'm so glad you're over here. We're hanging out. There's so many great people that just got a membership, which is part of what we're going to talk about tonight on our, we move out of the way again, on our road to 2026. Who is driving this car? Don't let Jess drive. It is a stick shift, and she's just going to get us stuck up the hill. Now, don't let Allegedly Speculating drive our car. I'm sure you guys saw. I've already put it up. I'm going to pull it up real quick. Yeah, don't let Jess drive the car. Oh, thank you so much for saying thank you. Charlie, it's so good to see you. You're listening. You have one dog out whoring the neighborhoods and one being a mean mom. You guys say a little something for Rubber Ramada. She's really going through it. She's really going through it. She always mentions her lives in a chat that's begging me to do true crime. In fairness, maybe I'm just a bitch. I'm most certainly biased. You can be all of those things, and you are allowed to be. You are allowed to be. No, we're not letting you drive. Mm-mm. Rubber, you can come drive the car if you want. Cindy, you guys are all in the back seat. Make sure you got your air fresheners because that's a lot of y'all back there. It's a whole bunch of y'all. Open up here. Open up here. So tomorrow we're doing Melody Buzzard at 7:30 Central tomorrow night. You're in the back. Okay. Oh, all the cars there are manual. As long as you know how to drive, you can get up here and we can switch back and forth. I'm not sure where we're going, but good at driving. Oh, you're driving up the mother-in-law's driveway now? You drove all the way from North Carolina to your new home. You did just fine. Your mower looks exactly like that except for the roof part. Are you serious? Anyway, tomorrow we will be doing another episode on the Melody Buzzard case. We actually have a couple of different documents that I want to go over. We have the felony complaint that I want to talk about and her request to wear civilian clothing. Of course, she got that. We know that because she was in court and we saw her. We got a little bitty piece of that, not much, just a couple of minutes that she was in court. So we'll play all of that tomorrow. We go back over the top of that. Let's go over here and check on. This is Allegedly Speculating's channel. For anybody who hasn't seen it, who doesn't know, there's nobody in this chat who doesn't know. But maybe somebody who's doing a rewatch might not know. If you have not, please take a chance to go and sub up to Allegedly Speculating. She has done a fabulous job of doing members only lives on her candy most recently, but she did a live today that was 2.5 hours long over a bunch of different things. I got to hear a little bit. It was a hard topic yesterday and today, but both of those deserve a like. Plus, all of the documents on JP Miller. So make sure you guys go over there and sub up if you haven't. Meet Jessica. She's on camera now. It is fabulous. I don't know if I can do Melody. I swear I'm remote viewing her or something, and I don't really want to say that out loud, but it's like a movie in my head. I can't make it stop. I understand where you're coming from. The reason that I am doing it is because of stuff like that. This is happening too much. It's happening too much. We don't want to pull up statistics of how many parents are killing their children. We just don't want to do it. It's nasty. Allegedly Speculating gained almost as many followers in one 6-month period as some YouTube content creators take 2 years to gain. She is at 15,400 subscribers now with over 753 videos with less than 15 months monetized, which is an amazing, amazing feat. So if you guys haven't watched or you're not watching, please take the time to do so. I highly recommend my bestie. You're most certainly welcome. Jessica. Okay, now before I get started on mine, I want to know, first of all, it's pinned in the chat. If anybody wants to come up, it's an open panel tonight. Feel free to come up. Please don't show me your bootay or your boobays, but you are welcome to come up and hang out. Yeah, she's a boo. Oh, yeah. Okay, so before I get too far into, because I want to talk to you guys about a whole bunch of just cool stuff, just chill live, okay? What is your realistic New Year's goal for 2026? And then I'll tell you mine. I'm going to, and the boy that is on is one good looking man. I'm telling you right now. We love you too. We love you too. What is your New Year's resolution while I go pull up this picture? We had our very first the merchandise. Look, and I also owe somebody an apology because we're gonna have to do our drawing for tomorrow, our giveaway for tomorrow for the hoodie. I didn't even get it yet. There was only one. There's only one person that could actually show me the picture of the freaking merchandise that is on my channel in real time. And I'm telling you right now, you guys are good. Look, is he single, Cindy? Is he single? We got to know this. He didn't look single. Hey, content. So good to see you. It's so nice to see you. You just want to be a better adult all the way around. That's such a vague generalization for 2026. Can you narrow it down? What type of better adult? Give yourself a goal. Like, what type of better adult do you want to be? Yes, he's single, or yes, he's not. Look, hi, Southern Cats. So good to see you. Look at this. I'm going to show you. Look at this. Look at this handsome man right here. And look at what he is wearing. Hey, Abraham. So good to see you. So good to see you. Hannah says she doesn't want to be an adult anymore in 2026. Uphold my reasonable boundaries with a certain family member. Always, always do that. Always do that. I've done a lot so far, and I didn't even notice I let myself be taken advantage of on Christmas Eve. Hold up the fence. Don't move the goalpost for anybody, Teresa. For anybody, ever. And if you ever need somebody to talk to about it that's not directly involved in the situation, you have a whole chat here, and any of us will listen to you. You have my email. You guys know how to get in touch with me. Don't push the goalpost for anybody. I want to be a better creator and teacher, but it's gotten better since we moved. It's absolutely gotten better since you've been on camera. The confidence that you have is growing, and it's nice to see. It's really good to see. And as a teacher, I know that you are a stay-at-home mom, stay-at-home wife, stay-at-home teacher to your children, and all of those things are full-time jobs. You stay at home to do them, and they're all full-time jobs and full-time basil and geese mommy. So you're doing really good. Oh, Michael is single, everybody. Michael is single. Anybody wants to know? He is so handsome. Look at that. Look at this. This is so cool. So cool. Hi, everybody. Just getting in. No more being an adult. There's got to be more than two of you that have some sort of resolution for New Year's. Hola. Oh, Maria, your boy and your dog look beautiful. That's a beautiful picture. That's wonderful. Basil. The lighting is not great. The door is a true black. Oh, well, that's okay. We're not judging. We're not judging. Oh, the thing. This is so cool. Thank you for letting me share this. It makes me so happy. I really appreciate Michael letting us share this. She got permission from her son, her adult son, and this is what he got for Christmas. And he said that it was really him. And I really appreciate her sharing that. I know. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. Backsliding is normal for sure. Yeah, it is. You just pick yourself up. You just keep going. It is normal. You'll figure it out. You'll keep going. Yes, this is Cindy's son. Isn't he handsome? I know, me too. He's smiling. He looks like his mama, don't he? Look at that. He looks like his mama. Does he look like Joe? A great model. He's so handsome. I know, that's what I said. Look at those eyes. He's so pretty. Yep. Everybody's hitting on Michael, and he doesn't even know it. Hola, Velez. Anyway, guys, those hoodies are available in the store. And the little moniker here, of course, that's Marwin Frost Chan, True Crime Guardians with Hio, and then it says True Crime Hio, the YouTube, and then it says subscribe. So I think that's fantastic. is fantastic. I can't wait to give the hoodie away that I promised for Christmas. Now I feel like I'm late and I'm not keeping my promises, but I will make sure that we do that drawing. I just I haven't gotten it yet. I don't know. Cindy was very lucky. I feel terrible about it. We'll give it away, even if I have to just do it right through the website. Does Michael come with the hoodies? Asking for the other ladies in chat. He comes with one True Crime Guardian hoodie. I can't gift memberships from my profile. What the heck, YouTube? Okay, that wasn't me. That wasn't me. They fixed it though. I was so lucky. I was so lucky. Abraham actually told me what was going on with YouTube, and I had to sit down and have a long chat with them. And it was really sad for a minute because I didn't want to give up on my channel. Because which missing girl poster did you share? Allegedly, do you want me to share it? Do I need to share that one? It was great to catch a stream of yours. Hopefully I can catch another one. Yeah. I only got to catch about the first 15 minutes of it, so I'll have to be a replay crew. Well, the gentleman would be more of an interest to Michael. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. So he does come with the hoodie then. Okay. He comes with the hoodie. And have tea and biscotti. Anyone else? Absolutely. Bellis, do you have anything that you're planning on 2026? You were out walking during allegedly speculating's live, and her family member handed me a poster. I can mail you the TikTok link if you want. You absolutely can do that content. I'm sorry that you had to encounter that, but I'm really glad that you encountered it and you were involved in true crime with creators that would put that up on their lives. So that's amazing. You finally gonna get your puppy? Are you finally really gonna do it? Hannah, we're gonna hold her to it. You just sent it. Okay, I'll go check. You can from Rocco's? That is weird. That is really weird. You broke it. You helped me fix mine and you broke yours. So my New Year's resolution for 2026. No. I'm going to wait till a few more of you share yours with me, and then I'll share. So, okay. I have a few things. I have a couple of lists for the year-end review going into 2026. Hi, Witchy. You new here? Oh, your picture's cute. Looks like a color by numbers. I love that. Thank you so much for coming in. Abellis didn't have any issues today. She was able to do it, and I was quite lucky for that. I was quite lucky. No issues today. Lots of walking. You better get your puppy finally. Better get your puppy finally. Hi, Witchy. Rocco, thank you very much. Look, it worked. Did it work? Maybe it's just something with poor Rocco and poor Abraham. What in the hell? It literally worked with the Bellas. Thank you, Rocco, for the 10 True Crime Guardian gifted memberships that did not show up again. Good thing we're doing this one live again because Rocco does rock, and YouTube, not very nice with you. It only happens on my channel. Yeah, I don't understand that. Regardless, thank you very, very much. I really appreciate all of the support that you continue to try to give to the channel. And I will take this again to the right people and try to figure that out. I appreciate you, Abraham and Rocco. Content, no you. Oh, you guys are great. Okay, so the top 25 true crime cases that made it into 2025 headlines. Let's start there. And you guys continue to let me know what your New Year's resolution is. If it's personal, say it's personal, but I want to know if you got one. If you've really thought it through, or if you haven't thought it through, tell me you haven't. Oh, sweetie, you don't have to do that. I really, really freaking appreciate you letting me know. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out regardless. I'm not gonna let it get me down. The fact that you even want to support me is the most important part to me. And I appreciate that so much more than you know. If it's in there, it should be one of the top 25. We'll see. We'll see. If it's not, we'll add it in. You typed yours already? Oh, Maria, dang it. Oh, here it is. My New Year's resolution is to love more, be nicer, and put myself first so I can be a better mom and wife. I love that so much. I absolutely love that so much. And Maria, you will do it. You will do it. You're already an incredible mother. I know that you are. And I know that you probably do need to put yourself first more often because good moms sometimes forget about themselves. And good wives also sometimes forget about themselves. You're going to do it. What an exciting resolution. Simba needs to take a seat. He was spoiled for Christmas. Oh, thank you so much, Solistic Glow, aka Mr. Speculating. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming by and saying thank you. 9 New Year's resolutions for 2026. Oh, you're mine. Is to start fundraising for parent to parent group earlier and find a benefactor. I agree with that 100%, Cindy. We will start quickly. We will start quickly for 2026. And I will do everything in my power. I've already promised you. I will do everything I can to help you with that. He guards the house and scares away the monsters, and all Hannah could do is complain about him. I know it. My New Year's resolution is to finally finish the novel I was writing. Oh, Hannah, that would be so lovely. And if there's anything I could do to encourage you to do that, let me know. I am so looking forward to that. You write and you speak so well. I would love to read that. I would love to read that. You don't have to have a resolution. Some people are just born amazing and don't want to change anything about themselves. And that's okay too. Your resolution can be to stay fabulous, to keep digging out of the depression hole I have been stuck in since October 9th of the future, but I'm assuming that means 2024. Oh, Tammy. If there's anything that we can do to help talk you through it, you know my email. You guys know how to get in touch with me on Discord. Don't stay in the depression. Today's just today. Tomorrow's tomorrow. Tomorrow you have a whole nother day. A whole nother day to look forward to. I can't say that I personally have a struggle with a long-term depression because I have this thing where I have a blockage where I block it out. And I don't know how to explain it, but I have situational depression, if that makes sense. Stuff that'll be depressing in that moment, or the situation is depressing, but I can't live in that space. I don't allow myself to live in that space. And there's always something that I look at that could be worse than my situation. So I don't allow myself to live in that space. It's hard to explain. No judgment here. Absolutely. It sounds easy. It's not. And anything that we can do, even just hanging out with you, we would love to do that. Yeah, sharing that's hard. And we appreciate you. I'm going to tell you. Yeah, you don't have to have no resolution. You can just stay fabulous. Yeah, where can we get a copy? Let's get that out on the Amazon. Let's buy it. Let's do it. Sounds selfish, but not run off the friends I made in 2025. Well, first off, Rubber Ramada, I think that I have watched your growth throughout the last year as an amazing creator who is officially coming out of her shell little by little. You haven't ran me off, and I know that we've built quite the community um, throughout a couple of different channels, and I wouldn't have it any other way. So none of us are going anywhere. None of us are going anywhere. Guys, a lot of Gen X are facing depression. One of my old boyfriends unalived himself this past year. I'm really just sorry to hear that content. It's awful. I look at that differently than some people do. So I don't talk about it a whole bunch, but I really find it very sad when other people feel like they don't have another way out. I feel like it's very sad. You just had the yummiest burger and truffle fries, but you know you're getting old when that heartburn is now creeping up. Ooh, get you an omeprazole. Go get you a go get you something. Go get you something. Yeah, nobody's you ain't running nobody off. You want to stream, Maria? I would love to watch you break out and stream. You have the support already. You just let us know when you're ready. We'll push your channel. I'd love for you to stream. Isn't Rocco cute? Let me go get this email that Content and allegedly both sent me. Oh gosh. See if I can turn the music down so I can play that. Okay. Christina Lynn Downer, age 38. Looks like she's missing from the Los Angeles Police Department. Put this out on December 22nd, 2025. Let's see if is it playing? It looks like female, brown hair, brown eyes, height 5'1", weight 120 pounds. Last contacted in late November. Christina's family and friends are concerned for her safety. If you have any information regarding the whereabouts of Christina Downer, contact the Los Angeles Police Department, or you can reach out directly to www.lacrimestoppers.org. Are there other images? You can tell I don't do much on this thing over here. On the bottom, $3. Oh, more. Oh, okay, I see it. Okay, there you go. Well, it's not doing it. Could possibly be me. Hold on. Let me refresh. There we go. It looks like it's scrolling now. She lives 1 block away from whoever posted this in Koreatown, and her family. Oh, is that you? Just handed this to me as I was walking my dogs. Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, do I need to be following you? Do I need to be following you? There we go. I will follow you. It is you? Oh. Thank you very much for sharing that. That's amazing that you're just in the right place at the right time, right? For her family to do that. Your face is beautiful. I did see your face. Yeah, he is. A cute little emoji. Yeah, I would watch you. Who would watch you? We'll make one. We'll put one over here too. He can be Rocco Guardian. Maybe we'll put him in a. Maybe we'll give him a. Maybe we'll give him some wizardly capabilities over here. Thank you for sharing that content. I appreciate you. You have some laundry to do? Okay. Doggy's wearing too many clothes. Last night when we got back from Jason's mom's, the geese were on the far side of the creek and the beaver was slapping the water, so I had to walk across the bridge with Mr. Speculating. Held the light and I had to walk back across the bridge and a car came while we were heading 3 geese down the road. That's really cool. You need to be careful, yeah, for sure. Be careful. That would be amazing to see. Thank you. We would all watch Maria, wouldn't we? Oh, yes. A Guardian Rocco with AI would be lovely. We'll do that. Okay, so let me not veer off too much and then forget what we're doing here. Hello. Okay, top 25 cases that happen. Let's see this list. The very first one we're going to do. Cases that made it into headlines on 2025. I think we're just going to have to type this in as we go because we'll be here all night looking for stuff. I think the most memorable this year, there's 2 that are most memorable to me that came up throughout the year that we covered extensively on both our channel, on channel Brian Koberger is what I'm trying to get out, was one of them. And I think that he was on every true crime channel that exists on the face of the planet. Bella said I was a guardian now. Would it be mean if I said better a guardian than a gummy bear? No, that's not mean. Would it be would it be mean if I said everybody here knows what you're talking about for the most part? I think that's amazing. I'd rather be a guardian than a gummy bear. Maddie, Sarah Boone, definitely. Stephen Stearns. Yeah. Sorry, Abellas. We would also rather be guardians than gummy bears. It's a gummy bear free zone. Abellas. Attention, Abellas. Come to aisle 4. Hannah has messaged you. Abellas, come to aisle 4. Hannah has messaged you. I'm glad he pleaded guilty. You're glad there was no trial? I was kind of conflicted at first, but I was really glad in the end that he pled guilty and there wasn't a trial based on some of the things that we have learned coming out through the documents after the fact. I was definitely conflicted at first because of all of the things that had happened throughout what we were told and then most of what we weren't told. You're explaining the gummy bear. Oh, explaining the gummy bears. Maddie Soto was the most memorable for you. Yeah, I think Stephen Stearns and that case was the most memorable for me this year as well. Absolutely. Oh, sorry, Abraham. The victim's impact statement was bullshit. Agreed. You're talking about Steffens? I mean, Steffens. Jesus Christ. He ain't a motherfucking victim. I don't know why I said that. Erase that. Erase that. He ain't no fucking victim. This is another big case that happened this year. Oh, Sean Diddy Combs, federal conviction, prison sentence, what, 50 months, I think? 50 months? that ain't no impact statement from a victim. He ain't no damn victim. There ain't no victim status there. Jake Hara was the most memorable for you. Oh, Oh, well, that's good. I'm not mad about it. Sorry, but especially when it comes to child killers. Hi, Rhonda. How are you? I'm so glad you're here. Glad you're here. Hi, Jessica. She says, hi, Rhonda. So P. Diddy, that was another one. A bunch of really, really big trials that happened this year. A bunch of really big trials that happened this year. Oh, everybody knows about this one. Karen Reed and the death of John O'Keefe was a really high visibility verdict with like a lot of public debate in this one. Found not guilty. Lots and lots of public debate. People still debate this one. Most memorable for me was Koberger taking a last minute plea deal. I was so mad, and Karen Reed getting the justice she deserved. Karen Reed's was huge. It was just huge. And I did not cover a single second of it, to be honest with you. I would have been so far behind. You know how people are? I got backlash the other day for covering Gypsy Rose. Not much. Not as much as some people who fall asleep on the live covering Gypsy Rose. But still a little bit. In a couple of emails. She's innocent. The end. You cried when the verdict was read? Cindy, horrible news. They really need to help him into his next life. Well said, Tammy. Well said. You didn't follow it either? So there's an official movie coming out? I had no idea. Ripped from the headlines. Who's playing Karen Reed? Based on a true story.
Karen Reed had nothing to do with it.
It just feels like this whole town is turning on me.
Okay, Karen Reed, of course, was acquitted of the murder of her boyfriend, John O'Keefe, during her retrial earlier this year, although a wrongful death suit remains between the families.
Wow, who's going to be watching that movie? There's that Alan Jackson, who is now repping the Reiner's son. Yes. Shanda Van Der Ark was this year. Well, she's been back in court most recently, like I think is up like a month ago. Was almost guilty of falling asleep on Gypsy, but it was honestly due to stress and not getting enough sleep. Girl, if you fall asleep, I will kindly boot you off of the stage, and that's it. I know how to close that shit down. I ain't gonna let you get all snory on the stage. You prefer the documentaries? I do as well. I find them to be probably a little more factual. Although, I will not lie, I did enjoy the series, the monster series that they did on Dahmer, although it was not completely factual. It was not factual. I will waste my time and watch it. You watch everything. Just don't snore. If you snore, I will boot you off. You know I will, bigger than shit. Let's see the next one. Oh, I know which one.
They may have admitted to killing their.
This one. The Menendez brothers. They were resentenced and then had their parole denied. When do they come up for parole again? Is it a couple of years? You watched the Dahmer one? I thought it was okay. There was some stuff that wasn't factual, but it was creepy. I enjoy the creepy side of it. It's not weird to say, but I kind of enjoy the creepy side of it. Shonda rhymes with panda. She hates that, so that's how I pronounce it. Well, so people have been covering Gypsy Rose for years and years and years, and the people that believe in Dee Dee have been covering the innocence of Dee Dee Blanchard for years and years, and then some creators were covering it and falling asleep during their stream, and they just kind of lumped us, all of the people that were coming in as newbies, apparently, that were following the case. They're accusing us all of just jumping in because the FOIAs just came out, which, part of it is that we do have to wait until we have some facts. And some people just went digging in other directions and decided to do that many years ago. And, I wasn't able to do that. My channel's been monetized a year, but I never covered her. And all of that stuff happened well before I became a creator. So Abraham said, let's play devil's advocate and say she did do it. The way police carried out the investigation was shameful and all types of wrong. That's where the outrage should come from. I watched the Dahmer one. Yeah, you did. You said that. I was watching it the other day and I couldn't, 2 minutes in, and I'm like, I'd rather watch novelas. But Antonio, ¿por qué? 3 years? Yeah, I thought so too. I thought it was 3 years. I did not watch the Ed Gein one yet. My mama did. Man, I'm getting stuffy sitting here. The fan is on behind me. My husband's asleep. So I'm getting stuffy. Forgive me. 2028. Thank you very much, Insecula Ramada. Jody and Ruby. No, the Jody Hildebrandt. Ruby, what's her last name? Ruby Frankie. Why did it take me a second to remember that? I had to type it up to remember that. Donna Adelson. Here's about the time he's just straight up manipulated. Yeah, I don't know. People there are gatekeepers in certain cases. There are gatekeepers. Yeah, Frankie. Thank you. Someone, sorry. Yeah, there are gatekeepers in certain cases who say, I've put in the work. I should be able to cover this. Nobody else should cover it. And, it's really not the case. I think there's enough room on YouTube for all of us. If we just, find our own little niche and our own little places where we want to be. Travis Decker. Remember Travis Decker? They had a manhunt after his daughters were found dead. The suspect was later found dead in the park, and the search was over. Travis Decker, I know, allegedly speculating, did quite a bit of coverage on Travis Decker throughout the search. He was also a veteran with mental health issues as well. And those were his little girls, Peyton, Evelyn, and Olivia. Yes, Richard Allen. We did that at the beginning of the year. That was fantastic. That's when the end of last year, beginning of the year, that's when I kind of met allegedly speculating. It was a fantastic ride. Fantastic ride to be able to learn through all of you guys in the chat about that case. Mr. Speculating showed me an AI video of Mr. Rogers cooking with Jeffrey Dahmer. They were making finger food and both laughed. I said, get out, just get out right now. There is a whole YouTube channel based on women's love for Jeffrey Dahmer. I kid you not. I'm going to show you if I can find it. If I can find it. I may not be able to find it because I booted it out and said I didn't want to deal with it. But there is absolutely 100% a whole YouTube channel dedicated to people making AI of Jeffrey Dahmer doing regular things, shopping at the grocery store, getting a girlfriend, all of the things that he would have never done in real life. I hope they got green bologna for Christmas, Tom. Reading Sherry Frankie's memoir next year. My reading challenge prompt is a book about AI or social media. That would be cool, Teresa. That would be so cool. Everyone brings perspective. I agree. Anyone can cover anything. We should help when we can by sharing the channel is my stance. I agree with that. You know as well as I do, Sweet Pea, that there are gatekeepers in the community. There were gatekeepers in the Idaho 4, people that started from the very beginning. I'll tell you guys a little secret. I watched from the day it happened. and I followed from the day it happened. I didn't cover it. I didn't have a channel. It doesn't mean I didn't know about it. Gypsy Rose Blanchard. I followed a long time ago. You forget things when they're like 2013, 2015. It's 2025. You're going to forget details. You have to go back over them or go over them with your chat. If we do the FOIAs are just now coming out. There's things you forget. It happens. We try to be as factual as we can, but in a live, it's easy to get tripped up. Oh yeah, I forgot so and so's name or whatever. It's easy. Unless you're using some sort of a AI help on the back end, you're going to forget things. Ruby Frankie's husband was just remarried a few weeks ago, and she looks like Ruby. Oh, are you serious? And aren't all of her kids mostly grown? Aren't they almost grown? Jack and Lily. Yes, Jack and Lily. Decker was interesting. His wife got one of the biggest GoFundMe donation things ever. She's using it for military mental health. Is she really? Let's see if we can find that. That's amazing. Oh my gosh. Let me show you guys. Look at that. So it was 1.4 million was the goal. Oh, you can't see it. That's rude. 1.4 million is the goal, and they're at 1.2, almost 1.3 million. It says it's to support Whitney Decker with the expenses and legal costs following the tragic loss of her 3 daughters, Peyton, Evelyn, and Olivia, on May 30th. Of course, it tells the story. In light of the overwhelming response, I want to clarify that this is the only official GoFundMe fundraiser approved by Whitney, created with her full knowledge and consent. Funds raised will go directly to Whitney to help cover final expenses, support time off from work, and give her space to heal without the financial pressure. Maybe she said that somewhere. Maybe you could show me that later. Yes, it's really cool. Those babies. That's the picture that we see most often. Oh, look at the little baby in their soccer outfit. Well, they put quite a few pictures of the girls on here. Oh gosh, look at that memorial. Oh, it has the P, the E, and the O, so everybody could figure out who's who. That's wonderful that they did that. Well, I'm glad that they have that. I'm glad that they have that for her. I'm going to get behind in chat, I know it. You believe 100% that Richard Allen is innocent. He's going for his second trial. Hannah, you guys must chat about that. You'll have to let me know. It would be fun to cover Karen Reed, but so much police misconduct was carried out, and so many people lied that it's infuriating. I had said something to allegedly speculating about covering it. I think it was so convoluted. It was really hard to follow. Celeste Rivas Hernandez, which is still an ongoing investigation. You would do it just fine. Just his name has scared you? Oh. Boom, bop, bam. I have to go steal that from Jess and bring it over. They do get mad for no reason. That's okay. They can get mad in the same pants they got happy in, or they get happy in the same pants they got mad in. Mr. Pubes was vile about her GoFundMe. He said, "Why she need all that money? Her children are dead." Oh my God. Really? Whitney, hi. I'm sorry if I missed you when you came in. So good to see you. We hope you're good as well. That's wonderful. If she uses that for military help, whatever she uses it for, it's up to her. Why are you going to cry? Tried, but the Karen Reed case was too hard to follow. Yeah, it was. It would be really, really difficult I mean, we would definitely have to pull up a timeline and go A to Z and just even try to go through that. Let's see. Let's go to the next one here. Go to one of the more recent ones. I have not covered this. I'm not sure if I will, but this is the Rob and Michelle Reiner murders, and their son Nick has been charged with their killings. I'm sure everybody knows that. Hey, Jenny, so good to see you. Whitney, are you okay? Why are you crying, love? We definitely could do that. We could definitely try it. Yeah, I haven't followed this one. The only thing I remember about Rob Reiner was the show he was in when I was younger. I didn't watch very much of it, but I remember it. And I believe he was married to Peggy Marshall. That's who I remember. I didn't forget you. One second. Code piece. No, I'm not muted. Can you not hear me? Can you hear me? I see my bubble moving. Not me. Not me, sister. Not me. You hear me now? Okay. That's funny.
Tonight. Today, one of the women convicted in the so-called Slenderman stabbing is back in custody tonight. Today, a judge revoked Morgan Geyser's conditional release after she cut off her monitoring system and escaped her group home. Geyser, now 23, nearly killed her sixth grade classmate more than a decade ago to please the online fictional character Slenderman.
I did not fall asleep. So since Morgan Geyser was taken back into custody after leaving her placement, the new develops were basically that her conditional release has been revoked. I always get this name, how to say this wrong. Waukesha? You say Waukesha? The county judge granted the Wisconsin Department of Health Services request to revoke her conditional release and ordered her to go back into DHS custody at a state psychiatric hospital. She didn't fight it though. She didn't fight it though. She that's a creator sleeps every stream and snores like a demon is escaping. That is true. Does anyone notice how people have issues with the differences between the word woman and women? Listen to the news, woman. We go back to the other video here. There we go.
Or a classmate into the.
There we go. All right. She did not fight the revocation, and the people that are reporting are indicating that her attorney told the court that she would not contest the revocation. Play her snoring? You guys trying to get me canceled? I can though. I've thought more than once about covering some of the drama, but no, she can't be let out. She's more than dangerous. She was out those few days and she looked all meek, Dorothy meek and mild, but no. Oh, you were mocking her. Ah. You're not interrupting. I thought you were talking about covering the trauma about the girl who was sleeping. Girl, we've been watching that girl sleep for 3 or 4 years now. I could show you though. I can show you. This is my cousin's channel. Not that one. This is the snore-free zone. We can take naps. There is a link that is pinned to the chat. If you want to come up and hang out, you're welcome to do so. It's just a chill stream. Just talking about our road to 2026. Content, go to the corner. That's a legion that in there. That's a legion that's in there. That's why she's able to scam so many $1,500 fundraisers to help with Christmas. They bought a 509 plus TV. Yeah, and a Switch 2. It's gross. I would be hurt if I had donated to that. Yeah, OLED. Yeah, an OLED, a big old OLED TV. Yep. Keep in mind, this is 15 months ago. And this is still happening today.
All right.
Little baby, don't say a word. Daddy's gonna buy you.
This is all
right. Why wait 8 days with his medical condition?
Yeah, this was all taking place during the coverage of Sebastian Rogers, some missing kids, Sebastian Rogers. Playing with her hair. I wish my cousin would come back. Well, I think it was a jump scare, probably. Oh, heavens. I don't know. I think that's the only one she did on her. She's been gone a minute. Oh, I know. She did one for Stefan Stearns for Jess. I'll show you that one. So Jumpsuit Pablo started covering Stefan Stearns after everything was just about over with. And there was one call where Stefan was on the phone with his dad, and his dad said, "Hey, if I gave you a note, like you write a note to miss school, like, do you think you could get a day pass to get out of prison or jail?" So this is what he said about it.
If we write you a note, can you come over and help?
What's that?
If we write you a note, can you come over and help?
Oh my gosh, what a hoot. You got to watch this guy. Watch this guy. We got the company cut up over here. Good, cute. Sir, shut the fuck up.
That was the freaking best. That's a different one. I won't play one that'll make you cry. I thought it was funny. He's like, "Sir, shut the fuck up." It could be worse. It could be worse. Let's see. We were down to, we were talking about Morgan Geyser. Oh, yeah. Jeez. What a squirrel. What a squirrel. Sidebar's over. You were the one who brought up the sleeping. Oh, girl, that's a case in itself. You're the one who brought up sleeping. That's how we ended up there. You brought it up. Let's see. She appeared in court So we can actually watch a little bit of her revocation here. It was 4 days ago. This is her in the top left. That's Morgan Geyser. We'll watch a little bit of it.
All right. The court calls 2014 CF 596, State of Wisconsin versus Morgan Geyser. Can I have appearances, please?
Abby Nikolai appears on behalf of the state. Good morning, Judge.
And good morning. We also have a DHS representative on the line. We are here to discuss the petition for revocation for conditional release that was filed on November 25th. And in particular, Ms. Geyser's stated intention not to contest the petition for revocation of conditional release and waive the evidentiary hearing on same.
Which he doesn't look impressed at all. So he's like, of course, I'm going to accept that. She's not going to fight it. So basically, she left the area group home. She was found the next day in Illinois with a 43-year-old man. She was given the police false names. She told the officers, just Google it, you'll find me.
Just as a matter of what I think is undisputed, Mr. Cotton, there's no dispute the petition to revoke was timely filed under the statutes. Is that right? All right. And by way of background, just to catch us up, Ms. Geyser was previously found not guilty by reason of mental disease or defect in October of 2017. In February of 2018, Judge Boren sentenced Ms. Geyser through an order of commitment for 40 years. On January 9th of 2025, Judge Boren deemed that conditional release was appropriate and entered an order that she be conditionally released. And while it took a while for the conditional release plan to be developed effectively, the actual conditional release plan was finalized in September of this year.
Does anybody else find her face infuriating? She looks so bored and nonplussed. She was just like, yeah, whatever. Just whatever. Yeah, she looks evil to me still. She is not rehabilitated. Not in my opinion.
And after certain events occurred, the DHS filed a petition to revoke Ms. Geyser's conditional release on November 25th of 2025, and that's what brings us here. In that petition, the DHS alleged that revocation of Ms. Geyser's conditional release is appropriate under WISTAT section 971.173E, and the state contends that both the conditions of Ms. Geyser's conditional release were violated, and that remaining on conditional release would pose a risk both to her own safety as well as the safety of the community. The allegations include, and I won't go through them all, that Ms. Geyser fled placement, cut off her GPS monitor, and committed other violations of the conditional release order.
So as far as the monitor is concerned, they might have possible new criminal charges. It's not stated for sure, but there were a couple of outlets that noticed that it's a felony in Wisconsin to intentionally remove a court-ordered ankle monitor, but it's not confirmed whether they're actually going to do separate charges or charge her with escape charges just yet. So there is that little escape artist. Let's see. We were down to, actually, that was the next one in line. That was the next one in line. So we were online whenever this happened. 1 second. A lot of things going on in the background here. All these different cases and stuff I've got opened up here. Okay, we were online. Allegedly Speculating was online when this happened. And before a lot of that stuff got removed off of YouTube and... No, it's okay. Content, I get it. It is one of the bigger cases. We were online when this was happening, and she pulled it up, and I think we ended up on X or something, and they pulled it up, and of course they had the very graphic like shooting that had happened, and we were watching that during the live with Allegedly Speculating. So the suspect was arrested after the shooting, and of course he's going through all of the motions that are involved with that, and there's a lot of conspiracy theories along with this, and a lot of, one ways or the others. I did a little bit of covering when it first came out. I haven't done any of the subsequent filings or court documents or anything of that nature as of yet, until I can figure out whether anything that they're saying that I can figure out is not going to get me canceled off of YouTube. Mustang, it's so good to see you. She had to leave out of her live that day. It was really bad. It was really bad. Like, it was, I don't think we expected it to be graphic the way that it came out. We also did that on New Year's of last year. We covered the New Year's massacre, and it got deleted off of my YouTube before I could even get done with the live. My live got shut down because we were actually playing a lot of the stuff that was happening on the live cameras from Louisiana. We got shut down. I might actually repost that live on Rumble somewhere. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's really brutal. Really brutal in it. There's a lot of court documents. Yeah, it did. It showed on your live. Remember that? It was crazy times. That was a crazy day. That was a crazy day. I wasn't sure what I was looking at. Everybody was in shock. And some people didn't know who he was until he passed. Some people knew all about who he was before he passed, and knew all about, his wife and their business and Turning Point and all of that stuff. All right. The next one is the Palisades fire. Not a lot of people have talked about this, that on this side of the aisle that I can recall. Allegedly, I don't know that you covered this one, but this was the Palisades fire. It was an arson case, and there was an arrest tied to the wildfire ignition allegation, and they have him under arrest, and they're charging him in connection in Southern California with the Palisades fire. And this is, if I can find the gentleman's face, this is the guy right here. Does she really, Abellis? Does she really? I don't even know what to say about that. Look at that fire. Oh my gosh, it's so scary. He just doesn't look like, what does a typical arsonist look like, right? But he doesn't look like an arsonist to me. Yeah, it was pretty bad, Cindy. It was pretty bad. Not a lot of people talked about it. I guess it wasn't salacious enough, so it wasn't really widely. It was covered by some. It was covered by some. Do you guys remember Devil's Den? Remember Devil's Den? Pull this up.
I'm Chip Scarborough. We start with breaking news right here on this Saturday night. Arkansas State Police say they are investigating a double homicide at Devil's Den State Park in West Fork. 4029's Abner Sosa is live there right now, where he is working to gather the late breaking information as police search for a suspect. Abner.
Yeah, Chip, that's right. Well, Arkansas State Police say that the suspect is an unidentified white male, last seen wearing dark shorts, a dark tank top, and weightlifting gloves. We did talk to a few people who have been visiting the park. They say that they're not really sure what's going on. They're still a little confused as well. They were asking us, in fact, what was happening. So there's still very little information about what's going on. But
since then,
well, Arkansas State Police.
The suspect was arrested and he's been charged. And this is the guy right here.
He's making an arrest in the murders of a married couple while they were just out hiking with their 2 young kids. 28-year-old James Andrew McGann is accused of killing Clinton and Kristen Brink Saturday in Devil's Den State Park, a busy park there. He is being charged with 2 counts of capital murder. And Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders saying this about the arrest: "Let there be no mistake. We do not tolerate violent crime in Arkansas. If you target innocent people, law enforcement will hunt you down and bring you to justice. And that is exactly what happened here. Criminal defense attorney Donna Rotuno is
Yeah, he's a scary looking dude. He does not make me happy at all when I see him. He scares me. He scares me. All right, let's go to the next one. And any of them you guys want any information on or need follow-up documents or anything that you want to cover, again, just let me know. We'll go over it. Go to the next one. Do you guys remember the mass shooting that happened in Leland, Mississippi? There were 4 people that died there. I don't remember if I put out the short on it. I can't remember. It was 2 months ago. I covered it a little bit. I may have left it behind the scenes. It was pretty graphic. Trigger warning if you haven't seen it. It's kind of scary. But it was at the homecoming. It was a mass shooting in Mississippi. They had a couple of different arrests and charges on this one.
Chaos as deadly violence unfolded in tiny Leland, Mississippi.
We got to do better. Leland homecoming, man.
Authorities say 6 were killed after a shooting on Main Street following the town's homecoming football game Friday night.
People who were enjoying themselves and last night found themselves faced with violence that no community should be faced with.
The victims ranging in age from 18 to 41. Across the state, another deadly shooting.
We have a medical call at Heidelberg High School. It's going to be multiple people shot.
This one at a high school football game in the small town of Heidelberg,
Norma.
where officials say 2 people died. Mississippi's governor says one of the victims was pregnant. Police today arresting an 18-year-old suspect. And in Rolling Fork, Mississippi, a 3rd shooting outside of the local football game there last night. Authorities there arresting 2 individuals. While back in Leland, the search for the gunman continues. City leaders asking for help.
This is not a time to keep your mouth closed. It's a time you open your mouth. You can save a lot of lives if you open your mouth and tell us what you have seen.
The mayor working to heal a community in pain and on edge.
Please pray for Leland, Mississippi. Pray for your city, and let's pray for this country.
Now, there was something going on at that same time, and I can't quite remember what it was. I'll have to look back. Around October 10th or 11th, there was something else big that happened that day, and the reason that it wasn't getting any traction, and I can't remember what it was. Can't remember what it was. All right, let's see. The next one. Some of this stuff we didn't get to cover just because it was everything was coming in right after the other, right after the other. There was a bar shooting in Montana. There were 4 people that were identified as there were 4 people that were identified as being shot, and they figured out the man who he was. I don't know why I'm tripping over my words here. I'm trying to pull this up. That's why. There we go.
This is breaking news from NBC Montana.
Breaking news as we come on the air live.
There it was. Okay. I don't remember anybody that covered this, but this was the Anaconda Owl Bar shooting in Montana. The suspect was captured and charged, but there were 4 people, I believe, that were shot during the commission of that crime. Crap, walk out of jail? Who was that? Who was that? I'm going to try to find that one while I watch this.
A suspect is still at large after a mass shooting at a bar that leaves 4 dead in Anaconda. Law enforcement have the entire city in lockdown. Our NBC Montana's Josh Margolis is out there live at the scene right now. Josh, what are you seeing?
Is that Cavalcante? Is it Danilo Cavalcante? I think you might be talking about Danilo Cavalcante. I think. Bien, Norma. ¿Y usted cómo está? ¿Cómo pasaste Navidad?
Thank you, Kylie. So basically, here's what we know at the moment. There was a mass shooting just behind me in the corner of 3rd and Washington at the Owl Bar at about 10:30 a.m. this morning. 4 people have been killed. The scene has since been secured. We know the suspect is 45-year-old Michael Brown. He's 5'10", 170 pounds with blue eyes and brown hair, driving a stolen Ford F-150 with Montana plates, plate numbers DTY 493. As of the last update from law enforcement, he was seen west of town on Stumptown Road. Everyone should avoid the area. He's considered armed and dangerous.
So when somebody tells you nothing happens in Montana, you can tell them it most certainly does, because it looks like it happens. It does look so gold. It happens all over the place. It happens all over the place. Don't let anybody tell you nothing happens in Anaconda, Montana. Although I hear very little about what happens in Montana. Nine o'clock, babe. Okay, just so you know. Time to wake up. And they made a documentary about the Delphi murders. Oh yeah, they did. They did on the CW network. I have not seen it. Has anybody seen this documentary on this channel about Delphi, Indiana? Well, bars open at 10:30 a.m. What else do they have to do up there? 6 a.m. A lot of the bars don't close down till 6 a.m. Then they reopen? Yeah, Danilo Cavalcante. Has anybody watched this from the CW? Richard Allen's Delphi case documentary, Crime Nation? I haven't watched it, but apparently it's a really good documentary. Lots and lots of stuff. Lots and lots of coverage. That's another one of those cases that if you weren't covering it at the time, it would be really hard to just pick it up and go through it. There's so many documents, so much coverage. Not all of it's true. Some of it is, some of it isn't. You'd have to stick to documents that we're allowed to have. So I'm going to put that in the chat if anybody wants to watch this documentary. There's that right there. I know Allegedly Speculating covered this quite extensively. As a matter of fact, the very first reaction live that Allegedly Speculating and I did in 2025 was a reaction to somebody falling asleep on the live while they were covering Delphi. Do you remember that? We did a blind react a year ago. See if I can bring this up. This is one of the first lives I ever did. One of the first lives I ever did for 2025. This was literally a year ago. Let's see, November 14th, 2024. And look, there's Rubber Ramada on there.
A spoiler alert, but I said earlier when we talked about, when you showed me a video of this part, this is the only part that I know about it. I said, you know, if you fell asleep, like, why not just say, look, I fell asleep, my bad. Like, why you gotta lie about it?
It's just that easy. It's just that easy. If I fall asleep, y'all gonna know it's me. It's right in my mic. Plus, we have these chat bubbles. You know, it comes right here, and that's okay. Maybe it's just the mic. Let's give her the benefit of the doubt. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
That the media was invited into the courtroom. Richard Allen was already in the courtroom at the time. So was the entire prosecution team. Andrew Baldwin was there with his hand on the shoulder. of Richard Allen trying to comfort him. The families were there, Abby and Libby. Until actually after the judge came back into the courtroom,
You
that we
can tell
saw
that's
Richard
her.
Allen's family come in. And actually,
Like you can tell it's her by the snoring. You can hear her voice in the snoring and her humming. Wow. I hadn't heard it that detailed.
I came here to laugh, and there's a reason. You gotta take yourself with a grain of salt. Like, yes, I say it might be drama crama, but come on, it's funny. This is funny.
Yeah, it's
So seriously.
yeah, and I mean, like I don't. That's what irritates. That's my only issue with her is like the fucking lying, man. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to drop the F-bomb. Like, I mean, over dumb stuff. Like, why do you gotta say it was my son? Like, why you gotta bring the kid? Like, I mean, again, why not just to say, yeah, my bad. I was tired that day and I fell asleep. That's my bad. I'm sorry I did that. You know, I'll try to not do that again or something. I mean, Jesus, it's that easy.
And it's realistic. This is her job. She's chosen this as a career. She works 7 nights a week.
Right.
You know, it gets tiring. Oh my goodness. She sounds like an animal in heat.
Oh my God.
Did she say she was humming? No, we didn't say that, did we? Huskies and bullies around here. Yeah, that you're so right about that.
Yeah, no doubt. I am such a bully.
Right. And one damn year later, here we are. Still, same shit, different day.
And so is the Dio over there. We're so mean.
I'm definitely a mean girl. I would have just said, Loops, I'm tired. Peace out. Rubber, are you tired now?
Yeah. And like, I was tired today. That's why I was like, yeah, we're going to finish this guy and then I'm going to have to go. Like, I finished out the stream, but I was like, I could have I wanted to do the interview with the other guy, but I was so tired. I was like, yeah, I can't even do it. So I finished it out and I took myself a little nap. It was only about 20 minutes, but still.
That felon is long-winded. Let's keep
going. Oh, yeah. The guy, I think we're going to talk about that Saturday because tomorrow we're doing the body cam footage of the kidnapper dude.
Yeah, it's a mean dude. He's a mean dude.
Who are we talking about? The kidnapper dude? We're so vague.
Judge Gall was pretty frustrated. She wanted everybody right there. And she said, all right, we're back on the record. Where is Mr. Rosie? Andrew Baldwin said he's downstairs with the family. She said, come on, let's get him up here right away. And as soon as they came into the courtroom, that's when the jury was asked to come in. And again, it was so fast. Literally, I don't think the jury was for more than 3 minutes total. And the judge immediately, as soon as the jury...
Yeah, and allegedly she's an asthmatic. So yeah, that would definitely be something that'd be a good idea to have.
Yeah, I mean, but just listening to her, I'm kind of concerned. I'm like, damn, girl, you sound real congested.
And it's low quality here. I mean, most of you won't be able to read it on the screen, but most of her chat says she's snoring. Oh my goodness, is that you? Is that a dinosaur? I think she's asleep. And
I'm so sorry. Is it a dinosaur? I kind of wish that we were able to read that chat now, because we could see who's transferred into the new sector. She needs to have a sleep study. Yeah, it has for a year. I'm stuffy. I get stuffy a lot. I live in Texas. I have allergies. I get stuffy a lot. Little known fact. I'm also an asthmatic. 100% have my inhaler next to me 100% of the time. Have my nebulizer over by the bed with my albuterol in the refrigerator because the struggle is real. But I have often not gone live when I feel like I can't talk. Now I'm stuffy today, but I'm not snoring and I'm still able to talk. But yeah, I have had asthma for a while as well.
And then Sarah AS, I can't remember. I've seen her in your chat before. Said something along the lines of, "I'm getting concerned. Is she having a seizure?"
Yeah.
Yeah. She definitely might ought to at least consider that, or a sleep apnea study.
Yeah, she's got something. I mean, unless she's sick or congested, that sounds pretty bad. Not the snoring necessarily, but I could tell she's congested. Like, I'm genuinely concerned after hearing it at this level. Like, seriously, I hope she can get that mess up out of her chest. I'm dealing with that now with the kids.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think she
laugh.
smokes anymore. I don't know. She might. I don't know. I've never heard about her smoking.
She says she don't. I mean, I it's not my business, but she says she don't, for the record.
Was seated. Do you have a verdict? Foreman said yes. All right, we're going to read this. Count 1, guilty. Count 2, guilty. 3, 4, guilty. Hold all the jurors to make sure that wasn't.
To be fair, Joy, she's not doing a whole lot of talking. It's more like the news is talking for her. And if you were wide awake, you would have said something. If you'd have seen 50 people in chat, and boy, poor Muscles, she is just trying to filter out those comments as quick as she can. She's like, it's okay, guys. It's fine, guys. It's just your kid. It's just your kid. And, and it may be, but she's just trying so hard to field for her, and because it's the first time.
Yeah.
In fact,
that is sad.
Verdict. She said, thank you very much. The jury was excused. And again, 3 minutes, it was extremely fast.
And now presumably traveling, getting their items from where they've been sequestered at a hotel and moving back home to Allen County after having nearly a month-long service.
Are you saying you?
Oh my goodness. Okay. You guys get the point. You guys get the point on that one. Let me go over here, see if I can pull this up. You'll have to tell me if you're able to hear it. This is what. Let's see. Oh, I may have to upload it into here. Esther. Oh. You guys. We've been having so much fun for so long. Whole year. It's just been amazing. Some of the silliest stuff. Okay, I bet you guys can hear it. When was this? Is this today? Amen. A fucking man, dude. This is Brittany J. Yeah, Brittany J. They can drop the link if you want to go see for yourself. Is this today? 2 weeks ago? Oh, okay. All right, I'm sure there's some today too. All right, let's listen.
Give me 1 second. Let me.
Yeah, that's the one that she got today.
Huh?
They're saying that you were supposed to get a visit from Ellie, and I said, yeah.
Yeah, no. That's what I called it. That's what I called about. No, not getting any visit from Ellie.
It's none of your business what that noise is. You can kick rocks. Goodbye.
I told law enforcement they're taking old videos. Now they're going back, taking old videos and rehashing things, looking for things to try to use. All right, so here we go.
Hello? Where did you go?
All right. Let me turn this down.
Oh, Lord. That's not me.
All right. Here we go. This is the conversation with the detective today. All right, here we go.
All right, I think it's working. Can you say that you did not call CPS to my house and that my children were safe that day you came?
The day that I came, no, I did not call CPS on you.
Okay. And did you see anything that deemed you
I will say that is the absolute truth. If you do go over there, and I don't care who hears it, I would be very, very careful. I do agree that she is a master manipulator. I can show you 70 or 80 good streams that prove that point, and she will easily scam you out of your money. And she doesn't just do it on YouTube. She does it in her Discord and in the back doors of Facebook groups and all that kind of stuff. Yes. Very, very, very often. Almost every stream. Never yawns. Just falls out. She convinced them she didn't have any money for Christmas and bought 2 kids more than we bought our entire families. Oh yeah. She spent a ton of money. No, you don't have to. No, I think nobody cares over here. Nobody cares. $2,000. I didn't spend $2,000 on all of Christmas the last 2 years. But, I have a 24-year-old. The more older he gets, the more expensive his toys do, though.
Because you are a mandated reporter. Did you see anything that caused you concern for the safety of my children?
If I had seen anything that caused me concerns, the situation would have continued instead of me just doing a report.
And I find this, myself, I find that to be very pathetic that we are using the law enforcement as content on YouTube. That's just my opinion. And that's why I'm going to leave that. So in lieu of pissing myself off, let's just keep going with what we were doing over here. I like it when I can laugh at her. When I start getting angry, that's where I cut her off. Just like at the leg. All right, next one here. I'm sure some of you will remember this one. This is something that was talked about on a lot of channels. Rex Huerman and the Gilgo Beach serial killings. Hear this one instead.
Infamous Gilgo Beach, the area where the 11 bodies have been discovered, the Rex Sherman case, and now the Dykes case. And you'll see that it's an area at nighttime. It's has been a notorious dumping ground for the organized crime figures because it's away from the New York City. It's only 10 miles from New York City.
So they found 11 women near Gilgo Beach. This year coming up, they're going to move to try to have the cases tried together instead of all separate cases. Right in your backyard? Not Shrek. Oh. They identified Peaches this year. That was one of Kara's big moments this year. If you guys remember Kara Armad, she's been in and out. She's been dealing with a lot of real life stuff. I'm not sure if they decided yet. I didn't hear if they had factually said they were going to. I knew that they were moving in that direction to try all the cases together. Maybe they made the decision and I hadn't heard. He looks very scary to me also. You'll be able to do it. I know you'll be able to do it. He won't be charged for Peaches. It was her ex-boyfriend who killed her. Right. But they were still able to identify her. They were able to identify her. Let me pull that up. I know that was covered on a few lives as well. And that was a good day. That was a good day.
For years, they were known only as Peaches and Baby Doe. Today, we learn their names. Authorities identified the mom and her toddler daughter, who've long been linked to the Gilgo Beach case, as Tanya Denise Jackson, called Peaches because of this tattoo, and her daughter, Tatiana Marie Dykes.
We will follow every lead. We will pull at every thread until we can get justice for this mother and this child.
Tanya, born in Alabama, was an Army veteran.
She's also associated with Georgia, Texas, and Missouri.
Police say Tanya had been living on 54th Street in Brooklyn and possibly working at a doctor's office. In 1997, the 26-year-old's torso was found in Hempstead Lake State Park. Other body parts were later found along Ocean Parkway. Tatiana's remains were discovered in 2011 near Ocean Parkway. The question on the minds of many, are their deaths linked to accused Gilgo Beach serial killer Rex Huerman? Nassau police.
So they've since discovered otherwise, but I'm just glad that she was finally identified. It's something that people had been talking about for years and years and years. Maria, thank you very much. Now, you are number one in my book. Thank you very much for the $5 super sticker. It does not go unnoticed how supportive you guys are, and I really appreciate you. We did make all the cookie tins. I bought all the cookie tins and made the cookies to go in them. In case anybody wanted to know. I did make cookies, and I got pictures of them if you want to see them. We made blossoms, peanut butter blossoms, oatmeal raisin, chocolate chip, regular oatmeal, and sugar cookies. And it was delicious. And I do not regret it. Yet. I will, though. I will come New Year's. What about Rebecca Auburn? Do you guys remember Rebecca Auburn?
Term jobs, couch to couch stays.
Do you remember this one? She pled guilty. She took a guilty plea in a serial murder and a kidnapping case. I love oatmeal raisin. Sharing is caring. I would send them to you, but they'd probably be stale by the time they got it to you.
In 2022, familiar with the city's northeast corridor, familiar with online hookup apps, familiar with drugs, and familiar with how quickly strangers trusted her. She didn't arrive in Columbus with a plan written down, but she arrived with habits. Meeting men for sex, using hotels instead of homes, leaving without explanations. By the end of 2022, she was...
Why are they showing that picture? Somebody got their AI mixed up. Anyway, do you remember Rebecca Auburn? It's a shame for Rich. She's your new best friend. She's an Ohio woman. She pled guilty to the serial killings of 4 men in Ohio. 33 years old. Look at that. 33 years old. You don't remember? Oh, you remember her? No, who's that? So off and on. Some people did, some people didn't remember her. She's attractive. It was so mean. 33 years old. Her name is Rebecca Auburn. She pled guilty on December the 19th to 4 counts of murder, 1 count of felonious assault in Ohio. She was indicted in October of 2023. So it took 2 years to even go through the whole spiel of finally getting her to plead guilty. But she intentionally caused the overdose of 1 and the fatal overdoses of 4 others. So one of them overdosed and survived, and she overdosed 4 other men in Columbus, Ohio. She was meeting them for sex. Hard living. I don't know if that's a wig. It kind of looks like a wig. No, Rindhard put up way wet. I just find it hard to believe that men were meeting her for sex. That's just my opinion. Maybe she had something that you boys just could not resist. I don't know. Investigators said she would meet them for sex and then drug them so that she could steal their belongings. During the investigation, authorities said that they were able to connect her to an attempted overdose in December 2022, followed by 4 fatal overdoses, all from January to June. So she got good at it. She got real good at it. She's been meeting blind men. That is so true. Some women I know are like that too. Everything looks the same in the dark. They'll put up with anything just to have a dedicated man. The smoldering eyes. It's the bedroom eyes for rubber. Oh my goodness. It's the bedroom eyes. People are using so much AI. You can't hardly pull up something without going, huh? Are you sure? Okay, here's one. Let me pull this one up. I don't know if you guys watched this at all. Do you guys know who Linda's son is? It's the smile for you. Do you know who Linda's son is? She was the person that was accused of being the Chinese spy. She was a former aide to a New York governor, to Governor Cuomo. You know who that is? I'm sure you guys know who that is.
Positioned to live a life of luxury and benefit Chinese interests. Federal prosecutors say Linda's son acted as an undeclared spy for China, persuading two New York governors to take actions favorable to China in exchange for millions of dollars in side deals. Prosecutors allege she and her husband used the money to fund a lavish lifestyle, for example, paying cash for this nearly $4 million Long Island mansion.
That is a lot of money. Cash for the mansion. Cash for the mansion. So she was a former aide to Cuomo, and I can never say his name, Hochul, Hochul. Anyway, she faced federal charges for allegedly acting as an unregistered agent of the Chinese government, using her position to promote Beijing's interest, block Taiwanese interactions, and influence C-19. She got kickbacks and obviously money enough to build that or to buy that house. Her and her husband both were accused of money laundering. They both pled not guilty and are currently on trial for espionage, fraud, and money laundering. So that was another one. I feel like this was a political hit piece in a way because Cuomo was about to announce he was running for mayor again. I'm not gonna debate you on that because I can't say for sure that I agree or disagree one way or the other. I didn't cover this enough. I don't know enough about it, so I'm gonna take your word for it, content, because you're pretty smart about this stuff. I will take your word for it. It is a possibility. Your cheeks are hurting. We've been on so long, my phone decided to come off of Do Not Disturb, so let's put that baby back on there. There we go. So there's that one. We've gone over quite a few. There was quite a few things going on this year. Let's see. Let's watch this and see if you guys can tell me who this is.
I don't like the words you choose. I don't know where you learned them. You're certainly showing no respect for the court. You're showing no respect for the victims in this case, or anybody involved.
No respect for God.
Did I cut you off? Did I cut you off? Why are you cutting me off? I let you speak.
It's over.
Are you going to let me speak?
Judge there not holding back after he was interrupted while speaking at a sentencing hearing today. This happened in Schenectady County. Anthony Lewis, he was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. He's been convicted of killing his mother as well as his stepfather. And Lewis, well, he didn't hold back when the judge gave him permission to speak. He didn't hold back even when the judge didn't give him permission.
Y'all tripping for real. I'm not about to fight in prison. I'm not going to die in prison through the grace of God.
Whether he likes it or not, Anthony Lewis will spend the rest of his life behind bars. Convicted for the murders of his mother and stepfather in Rotterdam, Lewis's day to be sentenced in court finally arrived.
I am going to go forward and sentence you. I know you don't care what I sentence you to. And honestly, I don't really care that you care or do care or not. On count one, murder in the first degree, I'm going to sentence you to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
This isn't Lewis's first trip into the courtroom. He first went on trial for murder back in April for stabbing his mother and stepfather, Kathy and Bob Guillaume, to death inside their home back in July of 2023. Something he doesn't deny.
Yeah, I killed them because God told me to. I didn't let him get to the scripture. But
end of story. That's it. That's all I ever needed to hear out of that. Yes, I killed them because God told me to. Okay. So yeah. The judge threw the book at him, rightfully so, as he should have. He ain't put up with no shit. Yeah, that judge was a good judge. Do you guys remember the Highland Park? Well, I guess he called it, what do we call him? Crimo the Third, the Highland Park shooter. Who are you collecting stuff for? Oh no, the one that put him on a treadmill. No, that's not him. That's a different guy. That's a whole different guy. See if you guys remember this guy. Let's share that one.
Hey, Terrell, yeah, major news coming out of the Lake County Courthouse here in Waukegan, just minutes into the first day, really, of his trial when we were expecting opening statements to begin. Robert Crimo III changed his plea to guilty. He is now, according to him, he's guilty on 69 counts, 21 counts of first-degree murder, 48 counts of attempted murder. Obviously, we did not expect this to happen. Just a few minutes into the courtroom, at around 9:15 or so this morning, Crimo walked in. He was wearing a suit and tie this morning. His attorney said they wanted to change the plea.
Do you guys remember him? Robert Crimo III. He killed 7 people and shot at like a dozen more people during the Highland Park parade in 2022. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. And he was sentenced to 7 consecutive life sentences, along with 50 years in prison for each person that he injured, on top of the 7 that he killed. Yes. Yes, 4th of July. It's crazy. He decided that he didn't want to appear in court for the sentencing, but the shooter's parents were there, and they attended almost all of the court proceedings. They were not at the sentencing either. Robert Crimo, yeah, absolutely. 7 people lost their lives, but this community kept going. That's what they said during the press conference. I didn't watch the press conference. I did remember them changing the plea over to guilty, which was a godsend for not having to have all of that stuff come out, and the planning and the way that, you know, there were things that they told about that you didn't want to see out on the news. That's for sure. It was the 4th of July parade. It happened on July 7th of 2022 in Highland Park. So anyway, all right, well, there's that one. I was going to talk a little bit about it, but I think I'll skip the Uvalde response to prosecutions. There's still criminal cases against all of the police and the people that were involved in Uvalde a couple of years back. We might go over that one day. But yeah, there was that. And then, of course, you guys know that we're talking about the most recent case that we've been talking about is the missing child that was found deceased, Melody Buzzard, and that her mother, Ashley Buzzard, has been charged with first-degree murder with a couple of charges on top of that. And we are going to go full head-on into that case at this time tomorrow night. And I've got a lot planned on that one. Rocco's got a new judge and gavel outfit. So I would say we've already talked about it a little bit. The top 10 courtroom outcomes this year that we saw was Koberger. Didn't really talk much about Stephen Stearns because, you know, it is what it is. We know Stephen Stearns took a plea deal, did not confess to some things, did confess to other things. I don't find it to have been satisfactory. Not my monkey, not my circus. I can't change that. But the fact is that he is going to be in prison for the rest of his life. So that's also another shocking outcome this year. Sean Diddy Combs, Karen Reed's verdict, the Highland Park shooter, Menendez brothers resentencing. Travis Decker, they found deceased. That was the big manhunt. Devil's Den was a manhunt this year. Remember Ruby Lehman? You guys remember Ruby Lehman? I bet you allegedly will remember this as soon as I pull this up.
Several breaking stories tonight. We begin with the safe recovery of a Wisconsin girl after a 3-day Amber Alert. The Portage County Sheriff's Office says officers found 6-year-old Ruby Lehman just before 5 o'clock this afternoon in the town of Almond. That's the same town where she was last seen on Thursday. Officials say the little girl was in a wooded area with her uncle, Jordan Coyle, who is a registered sex offender. He's under arrest tonight.
I actually saw Ruby, and she was scared. She did have a game in her hand, so she was out in the woods with a game.
The sheriff says Lehman was taken to a hospital.
So I know that at the time that we covered that, allegedly was very adamant on kind of following up with this case to see what had happened with this guy right here after she was recovered. So I'd be very interested to hear if you find out any information on that, Jess, because I know that really affected quite a few of you guys during that chat that day. Yeah, it was scary. It was scary. Everybody just kept saying, please, God, please don't let anything happen to this little girl. And so, it turned out favorably that she was found, but at the same time, everybody was really worried about how that had happened and why those offenders were allowed to be around her. The psychologist who said where Decker would be found blew my mind. She said he'd be found in the spot from where he could see the crime scene, and there he was up on a ridge. As crazy as this sounds, especially walking on eggshells with the mental health thing, I don't know that he didn't love his girls and just had it's not a mishap. I don't want to say it like that. It's not, because that's not justice. It's not okay. What he did is not okay. But I'm not convinced that he didn't love his girls, if that makes sense. And so, as a last ditch effort, whatever happened to him and however he died, that's on him. He did what he did. He committed murder. He deserved what he got. But I don't know that he didn't love his girls. Does that make sense without sounding? I'm not an empathizer. I'm not sympathizing with him. I just believe there's more to it than that. At the end of the day, 3 little girls are gone. I mean, there's nothing. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, is that he, something happened in his mental health, and he was allegedly a great dad up to that point. Yeah, a mental break of some sort. Yeah. And maybe that is just because I don't want to think that he's like the worst person ever. I don't know. Let's see if you guys remember this case. This was a missing kid also.
Noon tonight at 9, Rock Island police announced the arrest of 5 teenagers, all charged in connection with an Amber Alert from earlier this morning. 18-year-old Jerron Bailey Harrison faces charges of possession of a stolen vehicle and an unlawful use of a weapon. A 16-year-old boy is charged with kidnapping, and 3 other teenagers are charged with possession of a stolen vehicle. Now, this all started a little after 6 this morning. 4-year-old Blessing AOC was inside of that stolen SUV. They say her mother went inside to go get her siblings and put them in the car when she came out and found that the car was gone in just a matter of minutes. Officers found the car 17 minutes later with no sign of Blessing inside. Authorities found her hours later, around 3 in the afternoon, in an alley near their house where this ordeal began. Now, police have not said what happened during the 7 hours between her disappearance and her discovery. but they have hinted it was inadvertent. And this is possible that the suspects did not know that she was in the car when they allegedly stole it. Residents near the scene say,
well, that's not an excuse. I mean, you stole a car with a baby in it. So in January of 2025, hi, Spencer. How are you? In Rock Island, Illinois, they had a big search, a big Amber Alert that happened. She was a 4-year-old girl, and it was what they're calling it intentional deception by her mother, who hid. Listen to this. This is a plot twist you don't see coming. Okay, called intentional deception by her mother, who hid Blessing inside of their home while reporting her abducted in a stolen car. So everything we just watched was a lie. After hours of searching and arresting teens for the stolen vehicle, Blessing was found safe but confused, and her mother was charged with filing a false police report for creating a hoax to cover up the fact that Blessing was never in the car. Now, why? Why did she do that? Why? So a stolen car report came in that led to a huge Amber Alert for Blessing, with her mother saying she was in the vehicle. Law enforcement had the FBI, the community members, everybody they could find out there conducting an extensive 9 hours search, 9 hours, focusing on the area where the car was stolen. She was found in good health near her home, but she was warm and not distressed. So they immediately had cause for suspicion. 9 hours later, the little girl's not scared. She's not worried. She's warm. What the hell? So the police discovered Blessing had been inside the house the whole time. Her mother had hidden her and falsely claimed her as being another daughter, her other daughter, Baraka, so that she could divert attention. So the police saw the girl. The police saw the little girl. She got 5 teenagers arrested in connection with the stolen vehicle for the abduction of her daughter, who was in the house the whole time. The kidnapping was dropped on the kids, and the mother is facing felony charges. I mean, can you imagine the emotional toll on the people that were trying to find her? And that waste of resources? Reminds me of the couple who said their 6-year-old was in a balloon that flew away. How stupid. Oh, wow. Is that a thing? Wow. Yeah, it's pathetic. It's pathetic. What is the motive? I don't understand what the motive is. It doesn't seem like there was any reason for it. Were you just bored, sweet pea? So yeah, that was 11 months ago. Not sure what the end result is on that, but all the stuff that I'm covering today that doesn't have a resolution, I definitely would have followed. But let's see. At the end of last year, we covered Elijah Vu, the little boy that was found deceased, and we're waiting to see what happens with his parents. Still waiting. Do you guys remember that story? It's okay, Thor. I'm still here. We're still waiting to hear something on Elijah Vu on the story here. Sweet little baby. You guys remember this? Thor, I'm okay. I'm right here. Hi, Hannah. Thank you. So Elijah Vu was 3 years old. They discovered his remains in February. He vanished from his mother's boyfriend home, his apartment in Two Rivers, Wisconsin. And there was a huge community search for that too. And they identified his remains. I believe it was a quarter mile away from the house. It's ridiculous. So February 12th to the 18th, somewhere about there, Elijah Vu's mother dropped him off to the boyfriend. And in the paperwork, it said that Katrina Bauer dropped Elijah off with Jesse Vang to give him a little bit of a disciplinary. He wanted to make him a man. He's 3. He wanted to make him into a man, right? So on February 20th, she dropped him off somewhere between the 12th and the 18th. On February 20th, he was reported missing, and they made an Amber Alert. Vang finally reported Elijah was missing from his apartment. He told the police that he'd last seen him around 8 a.m. that same day that he called him in missing, and he ordered the 3-year-old to stand next to his bed and pray as punishment. Hi, how are you? Hope you're doing well. It's nice to see you. Yeah, this case pisses me off too. Fucking 3-year-old doesn't need to be taught discipline of that nature, how to be a man. It's in the paperwork too. We went over it. It's somewhere in my thread. If not, we'll go over it as soon as the case starts hitting. But it's also in Manitowoc County. He was charged with child neglect. She was charged with 2 counts of obstructing officers. According to the criminal complaint later on February 26th, that was after they charged him with the murder, with the homicide. They used really, really harsh discipline on the 3-year-old. He stood there for like hours and hours. They made him take cold showers, all that kind of stuff. It was really, really bad. Very abusive, very neglectful. Yeah, too bad no one taught him how to be a man. Yeah. So cell phone data and texts are talking between Vang and Bauer, and they show that they were attempting to discipline the child through fear. They had offered like $15,000 reward for his return or the conviction of somebody. So if anybody turned them in and they actually found them, they'll have money. I don't think they did, but a dad just did this to his 3 kids. Oh, jeez. That's bad. So in March, they found his blanket. And his mama pled not guilty to the abuse. Jesse Vang also pled not guilty. And then in August, the whole community celebrated his 4th birthday. As a matter of fact, let's see if I can find it. Ooh.
86 days. 86 days ago, a child abduction alert was issued for 3-year-old Elijah Vu from Two Rivers, Wisconsin, on February 20th of 2024. He is still missing. He stands around 3 feet tall and weighs 45 pounds at the time of his disappearance. The little boy was last seen while his mother's boyfriend was looking after him, Jesse Vang. He was last seen wearing gray sweatpants, a long-sleeved, dark-colored shirt, and red and green dinosaur.
Yeah, they found his remains. They found his remains.
Through local, state, or federal taxpayer dollars. We have actively requested and encouraged the help of volunteers. Referencing past media releases and news stories clearly attest to our call for investigation with help from investigators from our agency, the County Sheriff's Office, and the FBI. We continue to encourage participation in coordinated and legally permissible search efforts for Elijah. We have also remained in contact with Elijah's family with assistance from DCI regarding the efforts of our searches. We will continue to be the sole source of factual information in this investigation and will release more information as it becomes available. Thank you once again to our community, near and far, for all your efforts. Your support and assistance are greatly appreciated
the vigil
as we
they
all
held.
strive to achieve our mission of finding Elijah.
This was the vigil they held for his 4th birthday.
We are all feeling this tragic event that has been unfolding for the last month, and we are all feeling a lot of emotions, and I get that. I feel it too. So what I would ask of you is, could you set an intention with me tonight? Could you intend in this moment to reach deep into your heart and to latch on to the emotions of love, of support, and of hope? Because no matter what the circumstances are, and no matter what the truth is, and no matter where he is, he needs us, right? He needs our strength and he needs our love. Where we begin is we need to, first of all, unify. Unify as one to stand together for him. And the most effective way to do that is through our hearts.
Elijah, if you can hear this on TV, know we are looking everywhere for you.
So that's when they were still looking for him. They finally found him, and they found his, well, I say they finally found him. They finally found his remains. I have not been able to locate anything on the latest on the trial as of yet, but you'll find this hilarious. This is December the 2nd of 2025. So earlier this month, Jesse Vang, man charged in Elijah Vu's death, files lawsuit against Manitowoc County Jail. Isn't that rich? The man charged in the death of Elijah Vu has filed a federal lawsuit against the Manitowoc County Jail. He's been behind bars for 21 months, and he alleges that his civil rights violation in the suit filed, well, that's what he's alleging, is his civil rights have been violated. That's what he's alleging. He hand wrote on the lawsuit from jail, including inmate disciplinary reports filed about him and grievances he submitted following the reports. Yeah. He claims that the jail staff is harassing and targeting him. Jail staff has reported that Vang has possessed contraband and not worn his uniform properly. Vang also said in the jail that the jail should have an audio and video recording system or require staff to wear body cameras. Jail staff responded in the report saying Vang has broken jail rules and his multiple grievances are unfounded. And here's the reports right here. What I will do is I will put this in the box here in case you guys want to go pull these documents and read them. Ain't you something, Mr. Vang? Mr. Vang's lawsuit. There you go. Anybody who wants those, you go pull those PDFs up. Wait, that's not going to do it. That ain't going to do it. See you next Tuesday, Mr. Vang. Yeah. Let me see if I can. You know what? I'll have to save them. If you want them, I'll just have to get them to you. I don't know that I'll be able to put them in here. Oh, wait. Why can't I do it right here? Let me try this. I'm not squirreling. Let's see. I don't think that's going to work. It's going to be in two different things. Jess, does that pull it up? No. It says page not found. I almost put myself in timeout. I did. There's got to be a way. We'll figure this out. I'm going to save this down here, okay? I'll save it, and I'll find a way to get that to you guys. Anyway, anybody who wants that is welcome to it. I will make sure you have all of the PDFs, and I'll get Jess to put it on Patreon so that we can all laugh at him. A guardian snuck in? They're alive. So Sebastian Rogers was a missing case that everybody has talked about for the last, this year on December 7th was his birthday. It was his second birthday missing while he's still missing. Let me look here. Let me find the latest. There is nothing that has changed out of the Amber Alert for Sebastian Rogers. There are people that talk about the case for other reasons, but not for the reasons that they should be. for the most part. But there was a creator by the name of Duchess who had recently spoken to his mother. Bring that up. There you go. This is Duchess page, and she lives in Myrtle Beach, and she has a friend of the family that has reached out to her several times to talk about Sebastian Rogers. And this last one is her up on panel with the mother of Sebastian Rogers, Katie Proudfoot. Let's see, I'm trying to find out where Katie came up.
Put a 1 in the chat. I want to see how many people are with me on this. I don't see on this.
For what you're doing and for the advocacy, and I truly appreciate you helping in this.
So during this live, they raised a total of $2,427 in honor of Sebastian for his 17th birthday that they donated to the Autism Association. What happened? They can keep their virtual signaling. Yes, thank you very much. That is Dutch girl. Rubber Ramona is a mod over there as well.
Limited pictures that we've put out.
This is his mother, rather.
I know some of these pictures when he is little, he is so precious as a baby.
He is. He was just the most adorable toddler and pretty cute as a teenager too. But every single one of these pictures I remember taking. That flower vase that you just showed, that was a Mother's Day gift that he made for me that year.
Let me find it again. Hang on. Let's see.
I still have it.
The different pictures that you're showing too really show how fast his hair lightens up.
Oh yeah.
Naturally in the sun. And hi, Katie. Sending you a hug today.
His hair definitely looks different depending on the lighting and the time of year, honestly, depending on how much time he's been out in the sun and whatnot. It definitely it can look brown as brown can be 1 minute, and then in different lighting the blonde really comes through.
So anybody who wants to go and look at that live right there, go to Duchess's page, and that'll give you the latest update from the mother of Sebastian Rogers, Katie Proudfoot. The FBI is still offering a reward of up to $50,000 for any information leading to the whereabouts of Sebastian Rogers. On February 26, 2024, Katie Proudfoot woke up. Her son was missing, and they have not been able to locate him since. He's missing from Hendersonville. He does have a few different things that may prevent him from being able to return home safely. And if you want to read about those things, you can do so here. This tells all about the story. If you know him, see him, or you need any of the posters, please make sure that you go to this website right here. And I hope they find him. It's been so long. We try to keep the faith, but it's been so long. So long. So yeah, that's all the information that you need about Sebastian Rogers. So many good creators have covered so much this year. Rubber, you going to bed? You took a gummy, go to bed at a decent hour. Hector goes back to work tomorrow. All right, Sweet Pea, get some sleep. Get some sleep. So there's a ton of things that happened in 2025. A ton of things. I can't think of any place I'd rather be talking about it. But okay, so at the end of the day, I promised you guys that I would tell you what my New Year's resolution is going to be. Life is busy. Everybody knows life is busy. I am going to intentionally keep my 7:30 spot as Central Standard Time to stream. And my commitment is to upload or to go live at least 3 times a week if I'm able. If I'm able to do more, I will. But my commitment is to try to go to 3 uploads or 3 lives a week. 2 if life is too busy, but at least 3 lives a week. That is the plan. That is what I want to do. What I would like to do, I keep saying 3, is to say 3 uploads a week that I would like to do on evergreen content. So if I'm able to go live every single day of the week, I will, but I want to at least commit to doing 3 lives a week because I adore you guys so much. I want to grow the channel. I want to grow the awareness, and I want to be there with you guys. You guys are always there for me, and I want to be there with you. The second thing is to get with Allegedly Speculating. And I would like, and I think her and I have talked about this a couple of times, when her life settles down a little bit, is for her and I to start doing collaborations between either devising a new channel to go live between the 2 of us or using our channels to dual stream and do collaborations on a more regular basis. Because I think her and I both feel like we get along pretty good and the chemistry is pretty good and we want to laugh more and we want to spend more time on true crime and I want to spend more time with you guys. So I definitely have talked to Jessica about that in the back a little bit about that, doing collaborations on a more regular basis. And Mr. Speculating and Mr. Firelight both support that. And so that's going to be great for 2026. I know. Whatever I can manage is be here with you guys as much as I can. I'm excited. This is my time to spend with you guys. 2026 is going to be a great year. I fucking hate you too. I fucking hate you too. So I'm going to do as much as I can to get that out. I do a lot of research. I do a lot of docket checks. I do a lot of outlining in the background. I think it's time for me to come out from the back and try to put that out front. Jess knows that. I put a lot of time and effort into the Discord and trying to make sure we have cases. And that being said, there's also another thing I want to tell you about. And I'm sure a lot of you have heard me talk about it before. I'm going to bring it up again. And don't mind the complicated mess that is this looking page here. There's a lot of people in my life and a lot of Discords that I help out with. But this is the As the Gavel Drops Discord. And I'm going to put that in the chat. And I'm going to make sure that you guys know. That's rude pulling up everybody's name, isn't it? In Discord. I'll make sure that gets put in the chat. Basically what this is a place that I sit in the back and I pull up different cases. Case suggestions come up a lot of times of things that we haven't seen, things that you guys haven't seen yet, or things that we're working on. And you can all be a part of that. As you can tell, there are many, many, many people in this Discord. This Discord has over 3,500 people. And for each case that we bring up, we go through and we try to put as much media as exists into the case, as well as the documents. And there's even places for chat here. The documents usually sit back here in the back. You can open that up and go through any documents on any of the cases that we have on the server. If you don't have access to the server yet, like I said, in just a second, I will put the invite in the back. But there are a lot of cases, as you can tell right here. Here's my name. I'm in Bolo 6. There are about 50 cases per person that you watch. This one is a really big case that we watched, and I cannot believe that I did not mention it in the top 25. This is DeCarlos. He is charged with the murder of Irina Zarutska on the rail. And this is a really heavy case that we covered. I can't believe I didn't bring that up. But there are all the documents for this case back here and all the documents for the federal case that they've charged him with and all of the information that you can find on this case is here in this area right here, including a link to where you can find the documents if you don't want to use ours. So anybody wanting to try to find a way to get into true crime or building your own channel. I'm super, super supportive of people who want to do real true crime and not trauma. It's just my opinion. Oh, Dutchie, we were just talking about you. We did bring up just a little bit of your live that you just had recently on the Sebastian Rogers case with Katie Proudfoot. And I really, really appreciate you doing that and bringing her up. We just did a little bit of an update. This is Dutchie, guys. This is the Myrtle Beach Dutchie. I love your new picture. Is Orange in here too? Orange, thank you so much for the 7 months. Here's to a healthy, happy, and hopeful 2026. You couldn't have said it any better. All right, let me get a way to invite you guys to that server right there because I am super excited to share that with you guys. Anybody who doesn't know me knows that anybody who does know me knows that I'm super easy to convince to help, especially people who are wanting to sit down and try new stuff, new channels. I want everybody to do true crime. I want everybody to do funny stuff. I want everybody to just be happy. I had my hands full cleaning, so I wanted to stop in and chat for a few. We're so happy you're here. Love this true crime family. Everyone is so empowering and uplifting. Abraham, you're amazing. And Rocco is going to get his little wizardry outfit. I can't wait. We're going to have that up. That was another thing. Okay, so let me finish going down my list. Get that done. I am going to. Thank you. I feel like I've kind of just been all over the place, but these are always the best lives to me. It's just the best place to be with you guys. I'm going to give myself what we call a 24-hour rule. And this is going to be weird. This mostly applies just to me as a creator and not anybody else. I'm sure Dutchie, allegedly speculating, Rubber Ramada, any of the other creators here can understand. A lot of times what we do is we respond to controversy or creator conflict before a 24-hour rule goes in place. I am the worst at a knee-jerk reaction. I will call you out on your bullshit. I do not care what you think of me, and that's okay. At the end of the day, you love me, you hate me. There's really no middle ground with Hio. And so what I'm going to do is promise myself to give myself 24 hours before I respond to creator conflict or controversy of any type. That's a promise that I'm making myself for 2026. It's really hard to do because I just am mean as hell. Mean as hell. And I want to. I'm going to try to get back to it here. I cannot wait. I want to see all the light on the Carolinas. I can't wait. Dutchie, you're going places. And now that you're at 10,000 and you're doing all the fundraiser stuff, I push anybody over there to you to watch. You're doing fantastic things. Are you guys going to do any kind of New Year's show? Orange Rose. Thank you. Let me pull that up. What was it? I didn't get to see. it. It is. Oh, you're my hero too. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you for the $2.99. It does not go unnoticed how supportive you guys are, and I mean that every time I say it. Thank you. I know I can't wait for Rocco's pick either. Bellis is going to be greatness. I am too, girl. Content, sleep sweet. Thank you for everything. Thank you for being here. Content is so freaking informative. Watches everything. Watches just everything. I appreciate you. Yeah, we should definitely tune into a New Year's live of some sort. Hopefully I won't be stuffy. Maybe I can come up and say hi. I think the only other measure of improvement on the backside that I could think of, I'm just going to keep doing my thumbnails and pasting my overlays and keep doing. Oh, one more thing I did say that I was going to do this year. I want to move away from StreamYard and move into Streamlabs in OBS and learn a lot of that so that I have a lot more options on lives and overlays and SEOs. But that's mostly on the backside of it. Do you know, again, I was on top chat from Changing PCs. I never saw Orange. I'm so sorry. Orange? Orange is still here. You guys are great. Oh, I have to take streamer mode off. That's why I couldn't get the thing to come across. I couldn't get it in the Discord because I was in streamer mode. That's the gavel drop. If you can't find me online, you can't find me an email, you can always message me there. I'm a mod there. There's a couple cases I'm looking at, and I'll send you rubber and or just depending on who I think would be more interested in. Okay, well, you do just what you want to do, Hannah. I will make sure I am there for you. There are a couple of things that I probably need to do to include definitely the UK as well, because you guys have some pretty big cases coming up. Best year coming right up for all the Guardians of 2026. Thank you very much for being a member for 12 months, my faithful, loyal, sweet Abellis. You're such a good friend. And thank you. You're very supportive of the channel. Dutchie, while you're here, did you want to tell us what your New Year's resolution is? I'm kind of curious. Witchy didn't have any New Year's resolutions. She's just going to stay awesome. That was her resolution this year. Some people don't have them. Donna Adelson. We didn't talk about Donna Adelson at all. There's so many cases that happened this year. Donna Adelson was one of them. We didn't talk about it all. The Robert Roberson case too. His the Texas Appeals Court, they stopped his execution in the Shaken Baby case in October, and they're gonna retry that one. So much stuff. So much stuff. You are not. You are far from invisible, sweet pea, and you know that. Orange, we adore you here. Dutchie's resolution is to not punch anyone. Dutchie is gangster as hell. Gotta be careful. It's still bothering her from the last time. Oh yeah, yep. Donna A, Wendy, Harvey, all of them. If you came in for updates, I hope we got some clarity on a few of them. If you came in because you're worried about a case or a kid or a family that you've never met, I hope you feel a little less alone knowing that there are people that are willing to cover it. Please remember for 2026 that your true crime is messy, painful. Sometimes it's the only thing we can do to keep names from getting buried under the headlines. And a lot of times, so many people cover one case that gets buried under the algorithm of drama and crama. So we just have to keep watch, keep asking for the receipts, keep asking for the docs, keep pushing your timelines, make sure that everybody is holding up their head in daylight. Is be true to each other. There are families that are living nightmares every single time we open our mouths to speak on this platform. Some of them are in our chats. That's their story. It's not our story. We're just a platform to tell it, to spread the word. The reason that we show up is because you're out here watching. That's the reason every creator shows up, right? Anybody that's carrying their own grief or your own fear, I see you. Take a breath. I always say the same thing. Drink some water, hydrate, hug your people if you got them. If you don't, you've still got us right here. That's for sure. Yeah, she says never use your hands. Oh my goodness. You guys are amazing. I'm going to shut it down for the night. If you enjoyed the stream, if you don't mind, hit the like on the way out. Subscribe if you're new, if you'd like. If you want to support the channel, you know how to do a membership. And a lot of times we drop documents in the Patreon. You can find a list of everything that I do and all the research that I do on the Patreon. And anytime you need to get a hold of me, my email is either in the description box or up at the front of the channel. You guys be safe. Keep your head clear. Put on our song if it's in here. Why's our song not in here? We have to change it. There we go. That's the only way we're going to get our song. Somebody stole our song, Abellas. I have to move to Christmas to find our song? Oh, look at this. I forgot this.
Ho, ho, ho! Time for some Christmas magic. Here's a little present for you.
Much love and respect to you too. Maria, saludos. Muchas gracias, muchos abrazos, besos, todo eso. Oh, I forgot to do. So last time I'll do the PSA and then I'm going to take it off of the channel, but I wanted you guys to remember one last time. The PSA, we'll do the song, and I'm going to head out. Thank you, guys.
This is a fucking commentary, critique, and opinion channel, motherfuckers. That means on this channel, I comment, critique, and give my opinion on what other motherfuckers are doing on YouTube. What part of that do some of you dumbass motherfuckers not get?
Bye, guys.
We found the flame in the silence when the world forgot our names. Whispers turned to promise. In the dark we stayed the same. Ashes carried stories, falling stars and sleepless nights. Every scar became our glory, every shadow fed the light. We are the ones who guard the fire, through the smoke and through the fight, bound by truth, by heart, by wire. We keep the echoes burning bright. No crown, no fame, no higher name, just sparks that cut the endless night. We are the guardians of firelight. Broken glass and faded letters. Truth is heavy but it sings. In the quiet we are tethered by the warmth that justice brings. We don't bow to false horizons. We don't fade when others hide. We are born from fallen icons. We are flames that never die. If the light should fade away, we'll breathe it back, we'll make it stay. Every tear's a spark in gray. We guard the light, guard the flame. We are the ones who guard the fire, through the smoke and through the fight, bound by truth, by heart, by wire. We keep the echoes burning bright. No crown, no fame, no higher name, just sparks that cut the endless night. We are the guardians of fire.